In this little film, we're going to get a little bit more of my unorthodox take on the Sturgis rally. Now, Sturgis is a little town in the base of the Black Hills, and the sign says that it has a population of, I think, 7,000 people. And during the rally, it fills up to, they say, like 500,000 at times. So it just doesn't have enough space for, especially not enough hotels for everybody. So I've met guys who are staying sometimes 50 miles away or 80 miles away in other towns so that they can have a room. So the rally has become a whole lot about camping. Now, I've heard plenty of guys who've said, yeah, I'm not into all that noise and stuff. They come for a couple hours or for a day and they leave. But the majority of what makes this rally unique in its own right is really what takes place in the campgrounds. And I'm going to show you a little bit of that, and I'm going to let some of the other guys tell you about their experiences, and so hopefully you'll get a feel of why some of the people come back every year and go to the same place and why they keep coming. There's a real reason that there's guys who've been coming back to this one for 20 and 30 years. Okay, Seth's staying at the Buffalo Trail.
Yes, sir.
But you going back there every year, why?
Just friends and family that show up every
It's
time.
the friends.
People I met there the first couple of years, pretty much. And the early bird, when you come in early like this, is when I've made the real connections with friends over the years and stuff,
Right.
you know. Because when it's really busy, everybody's doing their own thing. So, you know, you don't really get the connections of the same kind of
But we
people.
do in the morning, everybody's sitting around drinking coffee, and we got one guy makes breakfast and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after a while, they'll start to filter out and go do things. You don't get that at the Chip?
No, you get the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, I got a coffee guy right next door, brings coffee
Right.
over every morning. And
So I talk to
No,
guys
it's the
from other
same deal.
camps, and they're like, I come to see all my buddies I ain't seen in a year. I tell guys it's about the camps. That's why you got to go back to the same camp, because that's where you met
you
everybody.
know, pretty much. So it's worked for me anyway.
Me too. Everybody's on vacation. They're happy. There's things to do.
Well,
It's a good place. It's a beautiful place. It's not like, you know, in the Daytona, which is in the city. This is in the
right.
country where you
Not
want
so
to be.
commercialized there. At least here you can get out and have little camps out of town and all that. So,
You can take rides or whatever people
yeah.
want to do. I just want to get that.
yep, absolutely.
What was your name, man?
Josh.
Yeah, Josh. So you come back here, go to this campground.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's where the friends all meet.
That's everybody.
That's where everybody meets up. Yeah, we got friends that come from Minnesota and Nebraska, Colorado. I come from Wyoming.
How long you been doing that, coming to that campground?
I've been coming for 8 or 9 years, and they've been doing it since 1995. You know, we're always in the same spot because my buddy works at Campground. You know, we've kind of got our own section of the campground in the back and
Right.
our own little private area, so it's kind of exclusive. a little
Yeah.
bit.
I tell that to
it's
guys.
fun.
You don't get it until you do it, I guess.
No, that's, you know, if I come back up next weekend, that'll be the only reason, is not really so much for the rally. I came up this weekend because the riding's better pre-rally.
It is.
And now there's some other people that'll be showing up next weekend that I didn't get to see this weekend. So if I shoot up, you know, it's just to come hang out.
Right on.
My buddy, his dad just picked up a 95 Ultra Classic, so that's why we were talking about you at lunch, because when he picked that bike up last summer, I said, yeah, that's kind of like Scotty's bike, you know. And I turned my buddy Andy onto your videos. He's been watching them too.
All right,
so.
on. More the merrier for me. Makes it more worth it to make that stuff, you know. You telling me that you make, every time you come to Sturgis, you make it about something different.
Yeah, I've made it about something a little bit different every time. The first time I traveled up here and stayed in a campground that really didn't amount to much, and we made it about nothing but riding, and it was enjoyable. The next time I made it about the buffalo chip. That was a good experience. I don't need to do that every year. It was expensive, but
Is it
was
loud there?
not where you camped, but it was if you went over by the party area that they have or the concert venue.
It's expensive though.
It was expensive. It was $800 for 2 people to put a tent on the ground. 1 tent, 2 people. Anyway, this time I made it about not getting in any hurry, just enjoying my trip here, my trip back, and hanging out in a cool campground with a good vibe. And I think this is the best time I've had yet. And you make some good friends that way.
Otherwise, you've got downtown and you have the riding.
Right,
You know,
downtown.
like if you stay in a room or something that isolates you from all the guys.
I would only come once and probably never go back. I mean, if that's all you were going to do is go downtown and be congested and get charged $10 for a beer that you maybe didn't even want anyways, but
Okay.
and and the rides are good. The whole vibe is good. I'm not saying it isn't, but you can get caught up on the rides and the $10 beers pretty quick. It was probably this has been one of the most relaxing vacations I've ever taken. That's for sure. I'll be 24 days on the road, and I can see where it's very contagious.
It happened to me. You could end up like me.
Yeah, it's not much stress. That's for darn sure. You can have your moments.
So you want to stay in a hotel, Adam?
No, sir.
I missed what you just said.
It's like wearing a rubber, man.
It's like wearing a rubber on.
Close yourself in this box with your bed and your air conditioning and your TV. It's like you shut off the Sturgis experience once you're in the hotel. I couldn't do that. Out here, we're in the Black Hills. We're on the earth. We're a part of it. We're not just at Sturgis. We're in the hills, on the earth. You know, you're a part of the landscape, not just, and like I said before, even that ride to town and back through the hills every day. I made a video. I can watch it throughout the year when I'm stuck at home in the middle of winter. Can't even get on the bike, I'll watch that trip to town, and it's a reminder that the beauty out here, it's something else, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine it any other way.
Yeah.
Here, I feel like I'm a part of this group, that I'm welcome here. I feel welcome here. I meet interesting people, and they're familiar faces every year. There's new faces every year. I don't keep a circle of friends like this at home. I have them, but I'm more of a reclusive. I got a good deal in life, but it still feels like a routine sometimes.
Yeah.
This is a nice break for me from that routine. I keep trying to make it longer every year. I'm up to 3 weeks this time. I've been out here for officially 2 weeks this year. Today makes 2 weeks I've been here.
You staying another week?
No, I wish I could, man. Back to work on Monday, so.
Right.
Back to the routine. Like I said, it's a good routine. I was 19,
Give it to me, Give it to
they
me,
weren't
Teddy.
doing as much skating there. I used to go see punk bands there. I saw Green Day before they were popular there.
What's the matter?
I didn't realize
I got it. I got
Some of
it.
their ads in the magazine somewhere.
All right, here we go. You little bastard. I won't throw it too far. I don't know. He'll find it.
12 and a couple other punk bands. Actually nothing. I didn't realize it until I
ain't
saw
bringing
their
it to
ad in the
me.
magazine. I was like, no way. I've seen these guys.
Here is my rear brake's been sticking on. Sometimes when it's hot, especially, you got to smack it and bang it around to make it come off. So all the mechanics I've talked to have told me to replace the brake line. I've never had this one before, but I've got 3 or 4 good mechanics I've talked to. Well, 3 plus a couple of guys I know told me to try that first before I go into the master cylinder. The caliper on this was rebuilt back in Texas. I put a kit in it, so that's fine. So let's take a look at what I got going. I'm just gonna put a new line on it and see if it works, okay? So I've never done one of these before. So I took this one off, okay? And I went down to Barnett down the street and they made me this one. Now the choice was, buy one from J&P, they had to order it and send it here, which probably would have been Chinese. Or get this one from Barnett, which they made for me on site. Same price, actually this one was cheaper. The guy charged me less for it. So I went with the Barnett one here made, and I'm gonna put that in and pump it up, and if that doesn't do it, then I'll have to get into the master cylinder. But the bike's got 218,000 miles on it, and eventually it'll give me enough trouble, I'll go ride that new one, but this ain't enough to convince me to get rid of it. This isn't that hard of a job to do, really. It's Thursday after the rally, and this is what we got left. We do have Sid playing his music here, so I'm gonna have to shut the sound off for you YouTube guys. If you're on my Rumble or Odyssey or BitChute channels, well, Odyssey or Rumble, you don't have to. I don't have to shut it off. Now Marilyn, our resident tall girl, showed up with us to camp with us for a while, and she put up this little blue tent, and I don't know how she slept in that thing. She must have had to sleep from corner to corner. Anyways, she rides like a 2024 Road Glide. Like, that bike weighs a ton. It's a heavy bastard. And we've got this steep, rutted out dirt road coming down into our camp, and she's a bit apprehensive about that thing. So I brought her bike down in for her, and when she finally left, I took it to the top of the hill for her. And in the meantime, when we went into town, she rode with me a lot, kind of like Gypsy Jean did last year. Same kind of deal. And that's why she's here with us today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We're good then.
Take your boots off. You'll be about the same.
Like usual, we're all going to the threshing bee. It's the weekend after Sturgis rally ended. So we're gonna go into Louis and have breakfast. Then we're picking up Barbra-Gene and we're going out there. Gonna get some air in them tires.
Yeah, well. You'll put that on YouTube, how dumb man?
Yeah, of course. I gotta put your face in there with it.
We got a low tire, 0 pound fishing.
Only roads in Texas like that.
It'll handle a lot better with some air in it, even with that bulb tire.
Go ahead, young man.
All right, Gramps.
Whoa.
It's gonna be it. Now, some of you may remember Barbra-Gene. I did a video on her quite a while back, and I will leave a link to it. It will be the first one in the description below. But a link to a video of her starting a panhead and a little interview and talk with her. Now, Barbra-Gene, she's been on the road about 20 years or so now. She does not like publicity, so nobody's really ever heard of her. But now and then I catch a little bit of her on camera. Well, during the Sturgis rally, she works over at the Chubbs Clubhouse, the Chubbs Motorcycle Club. And she like cleans and gets the place ready, and anyways. But this year she had a motorcycle accident. She had a tire that blew in the rear, and she said she was on rain grooves and she couldn't control it. And she ended up getting banged up and her bike got beat up pretty bad. And so she's really not able to ride. And she told me the insurance company's just jerking her off. So right now she's stuck in Sturgis after the rally. She's usually there for a little while after the rally, but now she's there for a little bit longer. She can't ride yet. She's healing up some. She's healing up pretty good. And so I was talking to her, and she told her we were going to the threshing bee, and she kind of invited herself to come along. And so on the way there, we picked her up. Picking up Barbra-Gene at the Chubbs Clubhouse. Barbra-Gene, you calling my bike ratty?
No.
I heard you say
I
it.
just said your shit ain't tight.
What ain't tight?
Your shit ain't tight.
Are you talking about my bike?
My shit, because I would choke you and say, that's tight shit. But my shit ain't tight no more. It's gone.
Ah.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have anything.
You know what I got to say about this motorcycle, Barbra-Gene? It is one ratty motherfucker. So now, do you agree now that it's okay to say it? You just thought you were going to get in trouble.
You gotta run like you run.
Bernardo finally gets kind of lucky. seen anything like that before?
No, that's all I was reading that. I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I noticed you looked a little blown away.
This is, yeah, anything. I mean, look at this sawmill we talked about.
It's a big steam engine.
This is a 1912 cordless stationary steam engine.
And the steam is being made in this burner, in this boiler over here that this guy is shoveling coal into.
After we first settled the country, we did. It was all founded on hard work and small mom and pop shops.
That's right.
You can always come back tomorrow and try for your spot. Yeah, the 1910 International Harvester Type C 20 horsepower tractor, owned by Doug Hanson. It has one forward gear and a friction reverse. Yeah, it's David Milky from Belfast on a homemade tractor he built in 1995. Runs with a 1946 LD International Harvester engine.
Get up there, watch your step.
Red light. It's an ice cream machine. Okay, we got one guy who needs a tire. He didn't even know he needed it. He ain't got no money. And while I was over here with the tire guys, I found a good one and I stashed it. Let's see if it's still here. Not too shabby, huh? His is fucking bald. He ain't gonna make it home. I was coming to the rec center and I was over at the tire guys and I spotted a good one in my size. Not that I want it, but it's like new, so I had to grab it. And Jeter needs one. Fucking guy didn't even know his tire's bald. We looked at it and we're like, dude, you need a tire. So, you don't have any money. So I'm like, I got one. It's hailing. resident trailer queen. Quieter. It's a week and a half after the rally and folks are still here, but it's mellowed out a lot. We got Sid, Bernardo, a few guys still hanging out. And after all the intense energy, the atomic energy the rally has, it just kind of goes whew. So let's see who's here. Some of these guys are leaving pretty soon too. Tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, that's nice.
Get real quiet.
Or blueberry preserve or strawberry preserve. The preserves are better than the jellies.
Oh, yes. 100%.
But, yeah. But I'll take what I can get.
He wants to eat, but he's not allowed to eat such stuff.
This is it. 2 weekends after Sturgis, cool Deadwood nights, car show, bigger, it's more than a car show though. This is one of the parking lots. Just something to do, but it's really a big part. There's a lot more than cars. There's another parking lot down there that's bigger than this one. So I ain't gonna bug you with looking at all these cars. But I'm gonna look at a few myself. Actually a flathead. What do you know about that? Packard. This is what I like to see. Stock. It's a huge flathead 6-cylinder motor. Big old thing, man. Big old car, really. She's wasted. You think so? She just... I think so. 1995 Chevy Corvette.
Oh, wait.
Trans Am. I guess if you want to go to the drag strip or something, you want this, bring a lot of gas. There's a museum about this?
Yes, this is one of your friends, which we met, the one we met 2 days ago. He said it's something about the history of Brussels.
History of prostitution, yeah.
Exactly, and how these ladies have contributed to development of economics, of everything in Deadwood.
That's right. So, in case you haven't been to Deadwood,
Sorry, it's all right.
the tributes to the prostitutes are up there in the window.
Maybe it's there, Brussels.
See them girls up there? They always are. Now some of you guys may remember that I was trying to get my rear brake fixed in this video. Well, it didn't actually fix. I did finally get it fixed, but that wasn't until 2 weeks after the rally. And that was kind of an adventure to make all that happen. And Jeter with that fucking tire of his that went flat and his metal to metal brakes and all that crap. And that was actually a really interesting time. And that will, but I couldn't fit all that into this video because it would have just made it far too long. So that's going to come out on its own video next after this, I believe. And so be looking forward to that. With that, I'm going to leave you guys links to all the usual links that I leave in the Dropbox below. A link to my book, Josie's Journey, some of the other channels I'm on, and channels that you can get good information off of if you choose to go snooping around over there. And some of my donate stuff. And with that, you guys, I'll see you on the next video.